Socialization. We communicate a lot differently now as artists. Before, something as an artist would be a covenant secret that only was shared in that artist's lab, his studio, whatever, and it was not shared. It was a closely guarded thing. Now, um, just for the price of the internet, you'll find those same artists today. They finally realize that it's not all about keeping their secret so safe and so covenant. It's based upon their skill and showing their skill off. Even if you have to release tips every once in a while, it's your socialized network. Imagine FX is a magazine that has a very good socialized network behind it. It's expensive though, so I'll plug it, but I'll just say, it's $14 an issue. It's $120 US for a yearly subscription. Best magazine I ever found. In fact, I've never seen anything else like it. Every month comes to me, and it's probably my best friend for that whole month. So I would go to imaginefx.com, check out the forum section, maybe join the forums. In here, you'll find all kinds of cool tips from a lot of artists around. And if you kind of look at the galleries, you'll get some good inspiration. One thing that you should try to stay away from is drawing from drawings. Okay, don't find a drawing and try to draw from it. That's already been a drawing. You should always draw from real life or a magazine or a picture. But if you start drawing from a drawing, it starts unraveling the bad habits of an artist that you have picked up along the way. But what you can do is look at what made it pop. What took a picture, like let's say this one for instance, and made it pop? Is it the fact that it's so dark that I can hardly see it, or is it the fact that all the detail is there that should be seen? You got to kind of look at these things and look at other people's work and see what made it pop and kind of use that in your own style. Okay, here it's all this lace. That's a real hard feat to pull off, and it looks really nice. Okay, so that's one place. Now, let's say you wanted to join a socialized network and you were just a real beginner at this stuff. This magazine's a good place to start. They got everything from, the age of 5 on up, it feels like here. So it's not like you're going to be the underdog. Okay, don't ever feel that way anywhere. There's another place that you can go, www.deviantart.com. Okay, there we go, deviantart.com. Again, very a young crowd of individuals, some pro, some not pro, but just people that are all just socializing and sharing ideas. Great place to go. Great place to start. It's what I like about this place. It's got a real nice interface where it goes from digital art, and you can actually pick from drawings, space art, and you can keep going on and on again. So again, a lot of pro, a lot of non-pro users. Let's say next step up. Next step up, you should be kind of looking at maybe concept art. .org. Concept art, Massive Black, Andrew Jones, I believe his name is, founder or co-founder, and is an amazing place to get ideas or at least see how things are put together. Now, when you start getting into concept art, you're starting to get into a very fast-paced way of drawing. So this is probably like, one of the top places to go. So don't you can look at the artwork here, but don't get too wrapped up into it, because you'll quickly feel that that you're already to a point where you're going to give up. Okay, and that's where you can't fall into that crack. The last place, and there's so many places, so I'm just plug in the ones that I like. CG Society. CG Society has forum section out here. And in the forum section there is a nice 2D illustration concept art. And in here it's broken down by artists. And again, this is like the creme de la creme, so don't get too hung up on the amount of detail being put in here, because they're these people have been around doing it for a while. But here, this is nothing too hard. In fact, this drawing right here is nothing hard at all. If you look at it, it's just a bunch of little tiny lines intersecting with each other, and they probably drew it at a very large scale and shrunk it down to make it look that good. Okay? Easy stuff. The thing that makes it pop is the atmospheric depth of field that's going on here, where the light from the background is pulling forward, and then you have your contrast black going on here in the foreground. That's what's making it pop. It's the fact that it's drawing your eye from here down, and the artist did that. Alright, so that's it for reference. Now there's many other places to go. In fact, the best thing that you could probably do right now is go to Google and type in inspiration Photoshop, and you'll be so surprised at the fact that there's probably a million places to actually go for inspiration, and they're all based upon this socialized network. So let's go on to the next video where I start kind of looking at shape and how to introduce that to you.